Welcome to the Get Up Crew After Show. Today, Pebbles was talking about how she needs to do something about her phone addiction.
We all do, but, you know.
It's hard.
It is.
And I'll tell you, no, but there's a reason why it's hard. This is why the hardest addictions to kick are, I would say, is this and food, right? Because drugs, you don't need drugs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Alcohol, you don't need alcohol. So if you're doing those things, you could, smoking, if you're doing things like that, you could go, you know, some people can't do it, but you could, in theory, go cold turkey and just be like, never want to touch it. But gambling.
We need our phones.
Yeah. Gambling, Melissa, if you wanted to like just quit, you could quit and be like, I just never am going to gamble again. And you could.
I know people that have done that.
Yeah, and you could live your life that way. It's not going to alter your life in any way. A lot of people have food addictions, but explain to me, I haven't heard anybody yet explain to me what's the proper amount of food to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's debatable.
And when to eat, because everybody has a different, everyone has, and what to eat, everyone has a different, even dietitians and nutritionists don't agree on that stuff. And you can't just say, well, I'm going to stop eating. How are you going to sustain yourself? And the same with the phone. You could in theory be like, oh, well, you don't need your phone. Really? Because soon we're not going to be able to pay for anything without our phone.
Yeah.
You tell people to, hey, make sure your kids stay off the phones and the tablets and all that stuff. But on the first day of school, they send them home with a freaking tablet. So it's things that you do need, and you need to communicate. Like, unless you're like hardcore off the grid and have no relationships, you need to have a phone.
Stay in touch, and for emergency situations. I mean, there are lots of reasons why we need our phones.
Yeah, but then when it crosses the line of
okay,
you're reading a book. Well, Melissa, you're way over the line.
No, okay, let's be honest here. So, like, okay, some people have heavy-duty phone addictions. You're talking to me, someone who I will be watching a movie or a TV show, and I will have my phone on and up at the same time. So I'll be like looking and doing multiple things. That's a problem.
Yes.
So there's levels, like Ramiro, you always say, there's levels to these things. So who's to say when it gets to a level that is dangerous?
I think you know yourself.
Just about to say,
when you start questioning like she's doing.
Okay.
And noticing it affects other things.
All right.
And I think if you actually sat and thought about it, you would too. I think everyone would. You would say, I realize that my phone is giving me severe anxiety. I realize that there's, a connection between my cell phone use and my depression or feeling overwhelmed, whatever it is, I think we just ignore the signs.
I've literally, you talking about anxiety, I've had my heart rate pick up when I know I'm supposed to be doing something else, but I'm on my phone. And it's like this, I'm stuck in the middle. And remember the old cartoons where you had an angel on one side and the devil on the other? That's what it feels like, but I'm stuck in the middle. Leroy, you're supposed to be doing X, Y, and Z, but the phone keeps calling me. Right. Like I'm Pookie. Like it keeps
calling me, man.
And my heart rate picks up because I know what I'm supposed to do, but I legit can't do it. It's addiction.
And
it's
also,
bad.
I think it's an addiction when it's taken away from you.
Yep.
And you think about the times you may have forgotten it at home or whatever.
Oh, God.
What does it do in your body? Like, you feel it.
Yeah.
All right, so what are we going to do about it? No, really.
That's a tough question.
What are we going to do?
My suggestion was, instead of doing, because a lot of people are like, just go cold turkey. My suggestion is doing small steps that you can do. So,
I'm
earlier.
right there with you. Go ahead.
Well, earlier you were saying like an hour a day, stuff like that.
All right.
That might be a little too much for someone like you, Melissa. Can you do a half hour?
I could do an hour.
You can do an hour a day? But here's the thing. The end result is this is step one of going less and less and less using. It's not what a lot of people do where it's like, okay, so for a month I just use my phone for an hour or less and then I go back to my normal habits, which 99% of people do with every.
Yes, I can tell you right now.
But you know what? That may not happen. You may see enough change in yourself that you're like, oh, I like this feeling more than I like that feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I agree with you, Ramiro. Start small. So I'm starting a challenge for February.
Okay.
So it's the, what am I calling it? Like the phone-free February?
F that phone February.
Yeah.
Phone-free February.
Here we go.
I was going to
From
call
Melissa,
it,
it's fun-free February.
right. I was going to call it the F your phone February. No, but so there's 3 parts to the challenge. So the challenge is, as you mentioned, putting down your phone for 1 hour a day.
Yeah.
1 hour a day. Remember, February is the shortest month of the year, so 28 days. So you put down your phone, put it in the other room, whatever. That's one part of it. You can pick whatever time of the day, what hour works for you. Doesn't have to be the same hour every single day.
Can't be. You must be awake,
Yes,
Melissa.
you
must
It
be
can't
awake.
be
Yes.
when you're sleeping. Okay,
Damn it.
time to put it down. Although for you, that might be because I feel like you're somebody who wakes up and immediately checks your phone.
Immediately.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
So
Well-
maybe first thing in the morning for the first hour.
I can't because I use the Dunkin' app to order my food.
Well, no, because that brings you to part 2 of the challenge.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So the part 2 of the challenge is spend your hour without your phone doing something
Yeah.
that makes you happy, that brings you joy. Like think of, Leroy, I think for you, things that you may not have time for because you're scrolling. You love making music.
Yep, I did that recently. Yeah.
Spend that hour, put your phone in another room, make music for an hour.
And can I tell you what could happen when you do that? I did that and I was like, I'm going to sit down. I'm just going to mess around for 30 minutes. Ended up turning into 3 hours.
See?
So and I had no desire to be on my phone. I was feeding something that needed to be fed on the
And
on the
it
inside.
felt good,
and it felt
right?
Great. Yeah. Felt real good.
All right. This is going to sound lazy, but I love watching movies. Can I watch a movie?
Can you watch it without your phone?
Yes.
Can you?
No, but I can. But as part of the challenge, that's what I will do in my time. For that 1 hour, I'll watch a movie.
And put your phone in the other room.
Well, can I put it on the charger, like right next to me? No, I got to put it in the other room. Okay.
I think it would be too tempting for
Yeah,
you
yeah,
if
you're
it's
right.
right next to
You're
you.
right.
I have.
Wait a minute. Hold on, though, Ramiro. Sorry, real quick, because there's a little cheat code to this. No Apple Watch.
We don't want cheat codes.
No. I'm asking. So does that mean
no
no
Apple
watch
Watch.
too,
No
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
For you, my suggestion, Melissa, would be to do or learn something that something completely brand new.
Yes.
Because it's easier if you're doing something completely brand new to get engulfed in it.
Yes.
And because you want to learn a little bit more and
Well,
more and more.
Movies and TV series are brand new when I haven't seen them.
Not the same.
But I get it. I know what you mean.
Because otherwise you're going to be doing your thing where you're watching, but you're also looking at the clock, counting it down.
Also, no laptop, no computer.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Just to be clear.
Yep.
And I would suggest doing something that you need your hands for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like puzzles.
See, now we're getting all these now there's all these restrictions.
That's
Something
what my
that you
mind
would
went.
like. Maybe like you find some like makeup thing that you want to try.
Actually,
a new makeup.
Yes.
Whatever. A new skincare
You know what?
routine. Whatever.
I need to go hardcore selling in the month of February with my skincare and makeup stuff because I'm going
think
on
of
my
a hobby.
cruise. Well, I'm going on my cruise in March, so I really need. No, I'd already made a goal that I'm going to do 2 lives every week in the month of February. So
Imagine like Melissa comes back after a month and she's like, just like this brilliant, she's like, guys, I think I cured cancer.
stop
Wait,
it.
but you say that and everyone's laughing. Y'all don't worry about that. And what I mean by that is, I pray I live a long time, but if I were to die tonight, I feel like God will show me my life of what it could have been.
Oh God.
don't
And
worry
like,
about
yo, you wasted so much time on this, and this, and you could have accomplished this, and this.
I don't worry about that. And I'll tell you why. Because I lived my life since I was little. I was like, I don't want to be like 70 years old looking back and going, damn, man, maybe I could have done that, but I never tried. So I live my life literally like as if when I die, someone's going to read my story like they're reading a cool book. and I'm the main character in the book. So,
but
yeah, no, I have like a list of things that I'm always trying to do. So that's why I'm saying the phone thing isn't my issue. I'm on it during the show like crazy, like crazy. But it's like because I'm going back and forth with you about stuff. I'm looking through freaking Instagram for stupid ideas for things to talk about. But when I'm not here, the one thing I watch most is YouTube videos. But it's all like podcasts and stuff like that. It's nothing stupid. And if I'm watching a TV show or something, I do watch it on my phone because I don't sit around. I don't have time to sit on the couch. I'm in the thick of it right now with the kids, man. I literally don't have time to
Right.
I don't have time to like kind of just like, be lazy and stuff. So if there's a show I want to watch, I'll put it on my phone and it's me putting it on, doing stuff, sometimes carrying it around with me. And like half-ass paying attention to it.
But so you mentioned the kids, and I know for a lot of people that becomes a challenge with the phone. They're like, oh, well, I have the kids or whatever. And we know the kids are on the phone and the kids are doing screen time and stuff too. So think about like maybe you do your hour with your kids. Like maybe you do some Legos together or build a puzzle together, play a game together. Because I think that that's another thing that's lost with a lot of people is actually everybody's so busy doing so many things that you don't slow down to actually like do things with the kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know that it's hard and everybody has like really busy lives. And also too, I think, I know I love doing like craft things and making things, and I haven't done it in a while. I haven't like crocheted a scarf for myself or whatever. And I think that there are a lot of things, if people really think about it, that you've kind of put to the side, whether it's learning an instrument or whatever, that you're just not doing. Like I know for me, I think it's a great idea, Romero, that you gave Melissa about learning something new. Because as you know, I'm learning Korean. And one of the things is I end up scrolling a lot instead of like studying my class lessons.
Yeah.
So that's what I plan on using either my hour for or part of the hour or whatever. I want to do that. I want to do puzzles and, just cook things that I've been neglecting.
Use your brain so it doesn't rot away.
Yes.
And turn into mush.
I feel it. I feel it.
I see so
soft.
many people.
Yeah.
My sister's brain's turning to mush. You got to see. She's constantly on TikTok and stuff, and I still don't think she understands like that the algorithm is tailored to her. So she'll be like, "Oh my God, can you believe that story?" And I'm like, "Come again?" The story out of Detroit about the whatever, and I'm like, listen. You're getting different news than I am,
and it's usually fake.
No, she loves in a weird, deep down subconscious. Not like she wants bad things to happen to people, but she loves like tragic stories.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, so that's all she gets fed. And she's like, "Oh my God, did you hear about that guy? Like they set his house on fire because he was cheating on his girlfriend. So the husband came and said," and I'm like, I didn't hear that story. No, it happened in Illinois." And I'm like, Vilma, look, this is my algorithm right here. I'm like, I got a lot of stuff about like the newest AI and the quantum chip and space and crap like that. By the way, Leroy, new show on Netflix. Or maybe it's not a new show, the Alien Investigation Show. Have you seen that one?
Oh my Lord.
Yo, I just started watching it.
Oh yeah, I've been watching like crazy.
But again, I'm half-assing it because I'm doing things and I'm like, wait, they have a video of it?
Real quick, so I'm gonna participate in February. I'm gonna do that. But just a quick question: do you guys, can you honestly see yourselves ever going to a flip phone?
No.
No.
Why?
Because that could be a way of getting away from these types of phones, the smartphones.
I heard that there's a lot of younger people that are doing that.
Well,
people I think who have like crazy hardcore issues though. Like we're all of an age where we like grew up without it, so I think we
there's just
most
so
of
many
us in here managed it pretty decently.
Hey.
Sorry, Melissa.
There's just so many things you can do with a smartphone that you can't do with a flip phone that I feel like a lot of us are kind of just, I want to say addicted to is not maybe the word, but reliant on.
Yeah, we're used to it. Like
Right.
I just want balance. Like I just want to be able to not have it control my life. And I feel like that's where I am right now. And I don't like it.
be feeling like a failure and everything. I do. I'd be like, damn.
That's
Lee,
like, yo, you guys got a drug addiction. That's what it is when people do drugs.
Absolutely.
Because, like you're doing it and you're upset while you're doing it.
Yes. You really. That is so true. And then you're sitting there like, what am I doing?
Yep.
Like that goes through your head.
You know,
what am I doing?
I haven't had that thought, so I think I'm managing it pretty well.
Time.
I'm gonna tell you how I know. I'm getting like calluses.
Oh no!
Like you know how when you hold the phone with your pop socket,
Oh my God!
What do you
in
mean?
between these fingers,
Yeah. So
it starts
like
to get like a little tiny start of a callus on the inside of these, and it starts to hurt. Where I have to constantly either switch fingers or switch to the other hand. That's how you know it's a bad problem.
And you know what? It is causing physical problems in people, like with their necks. Like, I remember I had something wrong that I had to go to physical therapy. And I remember the woman telling me that they see a lot of people who have to go to physical therapy because of issues with their phones.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Poor man.
I know.
That is such a first world problem. Think about that. It's like, why is your neck always like the old person walk, like when you get old and stuff?
Oh, yes.
But you're doing it at like 35 and it's just because you're constantly staring? Or why did you walk into that pole? I was staring at my phone. Or why did you fall off those steps? I was staring at my phone. Why'd you fall off those steps in New York?
Shut up.
Look up, people. Look up.
Yeah. Well,
It's a beautiful world.
Thank you for watching this. Please like and subscribe and pass it on to your friends and all the other stuff that people say when they finish these videos.